Rec, 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 Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Podchaser, Pocket Casts, Breaker, and Stitcher at Rec League Podcast on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram at Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 64 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Old, and it stars Gael Garcia Bernal, Vicky Krieps, Rufus Sewell, Alex Wolff, Abby Lee, Thomasin McKenzie, Ken Lung, Anna Bird, I'm blanking on the other stars of this movie. It is directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah, he did a movie before The Sixth Sense. I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head. But it's not like a thriller, horror, anything like he's done like since The Sixth Sense. So I'm gonna say that The Old is his 12th overall theatrical release. And this family just goes to this resort, and they get invited to this secluded secret beach, and all of a sudden everybody just starts aging. Panic ensues, and it's how do we get off of this beach? As you can see, this was in my most anticipated movies of the year video, and I am an M. Night Shyamalan fan. He came out the gate, classic. The Village is good. People knock The Village because the third act isn't as impactful as his first three movies. So he hit some roadblocks in the mid 2000s, and I think around The Visit, he regained, he refound, he got back on track, and then he did Split and Glass to finish his East Rail, I think 177 trilogy. I love those movies. And now Old is his first movie after that. And the trailers gave me The Happening vibes. Like The Happening, love The Happening, hate The Happening. I just thought it was gonna be man versus the elements. How do you defeat this? It's an unstoppable enemy. It's it's an unseen threat. You know what I mean? So I was excited obviously for this movie, and the cast is kind of low key, but he doesn't. I would say he doesn't have a huge James McAvoy, Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson star. This is a good cast. The performances were great. So it's just the mystery of how is this possible? Why is this happening? And everybody on the screen in the story thinking the same thing. What do we do? How do we get out of here? How do we escape this horror? And there are cool stuff that happens. There are a lot of real life situations that happen. The situations and relationships within the characters get sorted out, and real stuff gets put on the table that has to be dealt with. And this was a good movie. I liked this movie a lot. I'm trying to talk about how much I like this movie without giving anything away. And that's hard to do. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to give away like any detail. Like I feel like this is a movie that any little detail could be a spoiler, but it's like the acting was good, like the adults and then the characters who become adults, um, and then the resolution. Like I I'm not like I see. I don't want to say like I don't. If you're an M Night Shyamalan fan, you're either gonna love this movie by the time it's over, or you're gonna hate this movie by the time it's over. And I feel like people are going to use the way this movie ends as a reason to hate it, but it's not bad. It's like there's stuff happens toward the beginning that you just think is just like a throwaway scene that becomes important, and I like really liked how it became important. Um, but I'm gonna stop. So with all that being said, in my opinion, I will say that Old is dope. Have you seen Old, man? What you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I've recently posted a review for Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins. Last week, I reviewed Escape Room, Tournament of Champions, and Space Jam: A New Legacy. I got a review for Black Widow on my channel. Look out for all of that. Next weekend, I want to watch Jungle Cruise, and the weekend after that, I want to watch The Suicide Squad. Rec League podcast coming in the next couple days. We're discussing M Night Shyamalan, man. We're showing love to the legend. Because honestly, if I really like broke down my favorite directors, he'd be in my top 10 to 20. I'd have to like actually sit and think about who would be on my list. So like, subscribe, comment, find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.